Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're just here. I'm just going to have an interview with Jess.
Hey.
Basically, talk about some frustrations, some hurdles that she's come across in the few weeks that she started, and see how we go. All right, Jess. So tell me a little bit about some of the hurdles or what it was like your health and fitness before you started in the program.
So like before I started, I was always going to the gym and working out. Didn't really know exactly what I was doing all the time, but I was still going to the gym, and just was a bit unsure, like with nutrition and stuff as well.
Yeah, cool. So in terms of that, like what was going on with you in nutrition and training beforehand?
So I was always training a lot, morning, night. If anything, I felt like I was kind of going overboard but not seeing any results, and I could never understand why, because I was training so hard and I thought I was eating right and nothing seemed to change.
Yeah, cool. Because you had a trainer before, didn't you?
Yeah,
cool. So what kind of stuff were they working with you with?
So I had a diet plan and like PT sessions, and then was just kind of left to my own thing during the rest of the week.
So that's actually quite common in terms of, trainers just kind of caring when you actually rock up to the session rather than the rest of the process, because essentially that session is literally 1% of your week. So in terms of that ability to coach for that 99% the rest of the week is a massive kind of thing. So in terms of that, like with your nutrition plan that they had you on, what was your day-to-day energy levels like?
I was really tired by the end of the day. Really tired.
And especially being in your industry, like you have to be quite bubbly, don't you?
Yeah, on our feet all day. Need to be alert. We're cutting people's hair, working with chemicals, so can't make mistakes.
Okay, cool. So in terms of that, like because you thought you were eating a lot at the time, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between like what you were doing and then what we've done since you started the program?
I'm eating a lot more now and a lot more frequently. So
cool. And it's a very different style of diet, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you were quite restricted on like meats and that kind of stuff as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
So what would you say the difference is that we've got going?
So I'm eating a lot more protein and high fat. And I'm still eating carbs as well.
Cool. So making sure that you got loads of energy there. I suppose what would you say is the hardest part about what we've done?
Hardest part is trusting the process, I guess, because now I am eating more and you kind of think, should I be eating this much? So that's probably the hardest thing.
And especially coming off the back of another trainer, that's whose advice do you follow?
Exactly.
Which is super common. Like it can be quite conflicting.
And
especially my approach in terms of how we run the program, it's very conflicting to a lot of the other trainers. So I suppose, how would you compare this to like in terms of finances? Like a lot of people kind of throw up a wall with that one. Because investing in yourself can be quite a bit. So in terms of that, like how would you compare this to PTs or just invest in general?
It's definitely a good investment because I can talk to you like nearly every day about stuff that I need to, and what else? No, it's just like a good investment.
So because what was your last PT charging? It was about $100 a week, $100 a session, wasn't it?
So it was like in between, anywhere like PTs that I've had before is $60 to $70, $80 per session. Once a week, and then you don't really have any other contact with them during the week.
So how did you compare that to what we've got going for like $100 a week?
You do everything, and I've got everything. I've got loads more support, and it's definitely more personalised. 100% more personalised.
Cool. So that's just like a major thing that you see a lot of PTs go with. They just kind of want that money, like that quick cash, and don't actually really give a crap. Whereas this, it's like, no, we're very results based. So the more I can kind of get in your head, the more I can help, the better results you can get. And that essentially is what I'm after, because I actually actually want to get your result.
Yeah.
So what would you say to those who are afraid? Oh, I suppose there's a bit of hype and stigma around losing weight. So what would you say to those about around that are worried about the hype or worried about restricting themselves, that kind of stuff?
I think they've, like I said before, they've just got to trust the process. They've
You don't really restrict yourself, do you?
No, you're not really restricting yourself at all. If anything, I've been exercising less and not hurting myself in the gym and eating more nutritious food as well. So.
Yeah, and you even managed to have a pizza the other night, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so, still having that life balance as well.
Yeah, definitely. You still have balance, so you're not restricting anything.
Yeah, awesome. So, that massive stigma in terms of where you were restricting yourself compared to what you were doing beforehand, did you find yourself restricting yourself a lot more then?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Definitely a lot more. I think that's what people get scared of. They think once they start something like a diet, that's it. They're so restricted and they can't have a cheat meal or go out with friends and things, but you can. You've just got to be more educated, I guess, and learn and be taught how to do it properly.
Yeah, so would you class what we're doing as like an actual diet, or would you say it's more of a kind of just like healthy eating?
I wouldn't say it's a diet. It's kind of, I guess you got to look at it like it's fueling your workouts. Yeah, definitely. It's not a diet at all.
Yeah, cool. So still creating that balance that way, also you can still have a bit of fun here and there.
Yeah.
And in terms of that, what would you say to those who generally come up with themselves, or basically just go, I can do it myself? What would you say to those type of people?
I thought I could do it myself too, but there's certain things that I was uneducated in. Definitely nutrition, you need help with nutrition for sure. And then even just doing workouts in the gym, I was probably wasting a lot of time doing things I didn't need to do. Having that little bit of help makes a big difference.
Cool. So in terms of that, if you were to put or sum up what was the success to your results in such a short time, 2 kilos in a week, what would you say that is?
Dedication and hard work.
Dedication and hard work, yeah. In terms, so would that be the only thing, or would there be a couple other factors as well?
And definitely having you teaching me what to eat and what exercises to do, because I couldn't do it on my own. So yeah,
cool. So the other thing I want to talk about is because you weren't very confident when we started, were you? In terms of yourself. Yeah. So how have you found the last couple of weeks in terms of shifting that?
Getting better. Coming into summer as well. You want to wear dresses and stuff, so you just have that bit more confidence. Going to the beach, I wore a cozy yesterday, and I never have done that before, or for years. So just having that little bit more confidence. In 3 weeks.
Awesome. So if you were to share a message to people watching this, what would you say?
Do it. It's so worth it. It's 100% worth it. Keith is amazing, so if you need a kick up the backside, definitely give him a call.
All right. Thanks for coming, and we'll chat soon.
Cool.